Hello friends, welcome back. So Google I/O 2026 has been conducted few days ago, and there are a lot of bomb announcements has been made in the event. So as an Android developer, we also have some of the biggest and greatest announcement, exciting things announced in the event. So I am here after collecting all the things and will be going to share those in this video with you guys. So we are going to start Google I/O 2026 key announcement about that we need to know as an Android developer. So first one is the Android CA, like command line interface that goes stable. So what is it? It is an official terminal-based tool chain from Google that is optimized for AI agentic workflows. It acts as a bridge that allows AI coding customers like Cloud Code or Google Anti-Gravity that to easily take out the task and perform them themselves with the help of our terminal or command line that goes stable. Now you can easily do that all the heavy lifting tasks, delegate to the AI assistant, and they will do all the tasks for you. The second one is build apps from prompts in Google AI Studio. So we have been listening to this thing from a long ago, and there are a lot of small softwares out there that is claiming to that you can just type a prompt and it will develop a software for you. So this is the same announcement from Google, and it is screaming that now create native apps simply by typing a prompt into Google AI Studio. So Google has introduced an Google AI Studio where you can just type a prompt and select a build an Android app option from there, and it will automatically start building the application. And it includes an embedded emulator as well, so you can also test on the emulator from the web interface itself. You don't need to install any other software on your PC. And you can also share it via Google Play without downloading any massive software. You can give a prompt, you can develop your app, you can test your app on the emulator of the web interface itself, and Google is also adding the ability to share it via Google Play seamlessly. And it is good to try out as a prototype in minutes. If you have some idea or prototype, it is good to try it out. But for me, as per my opinion, it is just gives a vibe coding stand. It just gives a vibe coding feel. So even if you are not an engineer, you are able to build a software. Even if you are not an Android expert, then you are able to build a software, but still you will need an Android's vision and knowledge to develop the things on your own and to modify the things. That's my take on this one. Third one is iOS to Android migration assistant. Now this is the one of the most important, most one of the exciting thing that I got in this. So it's Android to iOS migration assistant. The new feature in the inside Android Studio is going to introduce that will automatically port the apps from iOS or other similar any web platform to directly to the native Android app with the help of latest components like a Jetpack Compose. So that thing has been announced in the Google I/O. And for this task, if we wanted to do that, it should take few of the weeks to do that process, but through the AI agent this can be done in just a few hours. That is the claim made by Google. Fourth one is a Gemini Nano 4 has been introduced, and agent development kit ADK, which will help to do all the most of the things on the on device processing. Right, the AI processing will be done on the on device. Few of the things, there are of course there are some limitation. Everything cannot be done on the AI on the device itself, but still there are lot of improvement that can be done, like a text scanning, summarizing the text without needing an internet connection, because agent development kit has been introduced, and after if we use that agent development kit, that is ADK, we will be able to do things like a text summarization and other lightweight AI related things on the device itself without compromising any type of privacy. So that is the same thing that is shared in the second point. Now fifth one is a AppFunctions API had been introduced and the Jetpack library. So what is the AppFunctions API? Basically, it is a new system that allows your app to talk to an AI assistant like a Gemini, and what it does, it turns out your app into some kind of tool which will do a specific task. Like, just for example, if you want to book a ticket, book a bus, train, or flight ticket, then you can just talk to a Gemini, and if your app is able to do the ticket booking, then your app will take the prompt, your app will delegate that task to your application. Your application will do the booking and give the results back to the Gemini, and Gemini will confirm to the user. So that thing is like your phone, your the Gemini, your phone, and your application all together will act as an assistant, your personal assistant for the user. Now, sixth one is that Android is now compose first. This again one of the most important announcement that has been made. So if you are still relying on the views, XML views, please don't use it. It has been officially deprecated and it is now compose first. Android is a compose first. Old versions view system is officially deprecated, and if you are still learning that, so if you are following that, so please stop that and start building in the compose. So it is now a main official standard while building the applications UI. So the view system, XML system is just in a maintenance mode. So what the maintenance mode means, it will provide the bug fixes for any view library, but there will be no new feature adding for the XML. Third one is a adaptive design by default. What does it mean? Basically, Android is now everywhere. We have Android phones, Android automotive, Android tablets, Android TV, and whatnot. Android apps need to work smoothly across all of these phones and all of these devices, all of these dimensions for all of the screens. So, Jetpack Navigation 3 library is a new layout to make this stretching and resizing app completely seamless. It will help us to develop that, and also it will enforce us develop as a developers to make any app dynamic. So it should be any app we are building, the UI should be dynamic, because if user can run it on any of the device that have, and on any of the device it should do the same. There are over 580 million large screen Android devices out there. This is a fact. Actually, the Google Book support. So Google has introduced their Google Book. It is a high performance laptop and it will run on the Android OS. You will also be able to build Android applications for that as well. So your user base will grow again, and you will also get a desktop emulator by default as an option, as so that you can test your application on how it looks on the desktop like a Google Book. Now, ninth one is a Jetpack Glance and unified widgets. So Jetpack Glance means, and widget means, we have a lot of widgets on our phone. We have been already using the most used is the clock and weather widget that I still use in my phone, but that widgets are self-updating. So the widgets are getting a way more smarter in this one. User can check the status of his flight directly from the widget, and that is we can also write like it is coming in the Android 17. So Android 17 unifies widget development using Jetpack Glance, and you can write widget code once and it will run across all of the Android devices, including the Android automotive, so that user will be able to check his flight status, his train status, his order, where is his order, maybe of the food order or other order, that can be checked in the widget itself, and the same will be synced on his Android Wear OS as well. So all of these things, all of the devices we have, the Android ecosystem will sync all of that. The 10th one is the Android performance analyzer and memory tools. So Android 17 had put a strong restrictions on all of the memory limits. So Google had launched tools like a RAID configuration analyzer and the AI-powered Android performance analyzer to automatically find that code which is causing your app to slow, and it will help us that to point out that code, and we can directly use that information and improve our app. So that is the same thing written in the second point. No more like labs. Google using AI to automatically detect which part of code is happening the slowness, and it will let us know so that we can improve on that and fix that. And Google and we as a developer can work together and deliver a great output to the user. 11 is the what's new in Google Play. That is a Play Short. So the Google Play Store is introducing a Play Short, a vertical short form video just like an Instagram short videos, to help user discover this app. Earlier, there in the store listing of the Google Play, we are able to upload the screenshots or also promo video, but not everyone is able to check that promo video and all the screenshots. So if we have a lightweight running a video like a simple Play Short, then user will definitely be able to check out that and will decide whether to install that app or not, and what is the functionality provided by the app. So this type of thing Google is going to introduce in the Google Play Console. And Gemini will also be there to suggest the app to user during the normal searches. And AI can now autofill app listing in different languages, so that if you have a user from other 10 different languages, then they would be able to see all their content in their native languages. And now the 12th one is of course Android 17. So Android 17 is officially now in beta 3, so it will be released publicly. It focuses heavily on the security, background, audio safety, and making sure that apps are forced to support tablet and foldable screens. So that is the restriction being played by the Android 17. Android 17 will be the most secure version yet we have witnessed in the Android history, so that Android will be more secure and it will be able to attract more users. So that was the announcement that has been made in the Google I/O that I feel that these are impacting more as an Android developer. And those I have shared with you guys. So let me know in the comments which announcement did you like the most and for which you are excited about. For me personally, there are two. First one is a migration assistant, that it will be exciting to see how the iOS apps will be directly converted to the Android in just a couple of hours, and with the Jetpack Compose as well with the native and Google standards. So that I would like to try out and I'm excited about. And the second one is Google is now forcing us to use a Compose, that is Android is a Compose first platform. So this is one of the great things that Google has, because Compose is much powerful and easy to use than Views, and we are able to perform a lot of things in a very short amount of time with the Compose. If you feel that I haven't included any of the important announcement that is related to Android, please let me know in the comments and feel free to share it and discuss about it. If you like this video, please click on like, share it with your friends, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel so that you will be notified wherever I'll publish a new video soon. We'll meet in the next video with another interesting topic. Till then, goodbye everybody.